Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So, I just finished a round of Arena, and normally this is the time I take a break and let my phone rest and recharge, but I thought, why not take Angela into Realm of Legends and show a little of why I ranked her to 5 during that last Cosmic Advancement event. I don't have a rank up video for her, but we can showcase a little gameplay. I'm showing you guys a little bit of her info. She's an interesting character to play. I mostly used her in Arena, but I did use her for a few questing events. As you can see, she is unawakened, and from what I understand, her awakened ability is fairly useless. Now, I'm going by what I've heard others say. I really don't know that much about Angela beyond the fact that she's a really decent damage dealer. Now, I'm not sure what the best rotation is for Angela, but from what I read of her bio, it seems like firing off her special 1 just before you get to 2 bars of power is the way to go. This will keep up a 20-second fury. Now, I do fire off her L2 a few times, mainly because I lost track and mistimed my SP1 attempt. And I do purposely fire off her L3 a few times as well. It says that it increases her attack, but I'm not sure how useful that is. I didn't see a great difference between her damage before and her damage after I fired that L3, even though I had a number of buffs up when I fired it off. But I didn't really test that too well. Now, as you guys can see, I'm running suicides, and she does pretty well with them. The regen that she gets seems to be great for handling the occasional block damage and the occasional recoil damage. Overall, I really do like Angela. She's a pretty good champion, she hits pretty hard, and has some decent defensive capabilities. And that passive regen is very nice. I do not regret ranking her to 5 at all. Now, of course, she's not better than Hyperion. Hyperion is just sick with that damage. But she is definitely up there in the ranking of Cosmic Champions. I don't have Medusa, so I can't tell you whether she is above Medusa, but from what I've heard, she's not. But I think that her and Thor could probably make a good run for that same spot. So it would probably be Hyperion, then Medusa, and then Angela and Thor can kind of fight it out. I do like the fact that she doesn't need to do a whole lot of complicated mechanics in order to get her damage up. You basically play just like you would normally play, fire off her L1 every once in a while, as you see there. I waited until I was almost up to the L2 and fired off her L1 so that I could be right back at an L1 again. So I found her pretty simple to play and do very good damage. Now, I'm bringing 2 fights to you this time for a change. The first fight, of course, is against Winter Soldier, and you can see I didn't do a ton of evading here because I really wanted to show her regen. And with Liquid Courage decreasing the regen, you can see that her regen is still very powerful. Now, after I fought Winter Soldier, I did go look up some videos on her to see how others did. I saw one video of a 5-star. I'm not sure what rank she was, but she looked to be around rank 2. Her PI was 5,469, so I'm just guessing. She was not awakened, and he didn't use any synergies, and he wasn't running suicides. He took 383 hits to take down Winter Soldier. I also saw another video with a 4-star rank 5. She was awakened, and she had a synergy team that I'm unfamiliar with right now. It had Black Bolt, Hulk, and Double Ronin. He wasn't running suicides, but he still managed to take down Winter Soldier in about 346 hits. So that's pretty good. So for the rest of the fight, just take a look at the damage that she is dishing out here. You see those 4K crits? And a little bit later on, I do fire off an L3 and her Furies go, and just look at the damage that she does after I do the L3 and compare it to the damage that I'm doing when I spam the special 1 attack. I really think that the spamming of her special 1 is the way to go. Keeping up those Furies, the 2 and 3 stacks of Furies, seems to be her highest damage output.
Finish him.
So I was able to take down Winter Soldier in 312 hits. Not bad at all. So without healing up, and Angela is at about half health, I decided to just continue on and fight Captain Marvel. For no other reason than just for a little bit of variety. Captain Marvel is very easy to fight. I do not do a ton of evading, but I do evade her L1 and L2 specials. But I don't do a lot of intercepting or anything like that. I just came in and brute forced it, and you will be able to see the result. She actually took down Captain Marvel in less hits than it took her to take down Winter Soldier. But overall, I really like Angela. I don't think that I would choose her over my other options in Alliance Quest or Alliance War, but she's definitely a good questing choice. So hopefully you guys can see her power and appreciate that even unawakened, she is rank 5 worthy. So I didn't really talk about Angela a lot at the beginning of the video. In fact, I didn't go into any details about her abilities. So I figured now's a good time to talk to you guys and tell you what drew me to her. So the first thing that drew me to her was her regen. Okay, it's a passive, and you can go back and read the specifics, but the bottom line is, as she takes damage, she's going to proc a regen. And you can see her regen in action all throughout both the fights. And as somebody that runs suicides, that intrigued me. So that drew me to her initially. Now, her other passive is that as she gains power, she also triggers different buffs. Okay, so if she doesn't have even 1 bar of power, that means she has less than 1 bar of power, she triggers an armor up buff. And that's fairly useless as far as I'm concerned. Once she gets to 1 bar of power, she triggers a Fury. Now that's very key to her damage, because of course that Fury increases her attack. Now, one thing to note about her special 1 is that the special 1 attack has a 100% chance to trigger Fury. that one only lasts for 5 seconds, unless there's already a Fury buff active. If a Fury buff is already active, it lasts for 20 seconds. So that's why I think that spamming her L1 is key to her damage. Now, when she has 2 bars of power, it increases her critical rating by like 2,000. So that's pretty good as well. Now her special 2 attack, again, is an armor up, and it works the same way as the Fury, meaning it lasts for 5 seconds unless there's already an armor up buff active, and then it'll last for 20 seconds. Her special 3 attack is supposed to increase her attack for each buff active when you fire off that attack. Also, her passive is that she gains an aptitude which increases the effect of all Fury, armor, and position buffs by 50%. So there is a little strategy that you can use, but if you're just going for all-out damage, it seems to me that waiting until it's almost to the special 2 and then firing off the special 1 and just repeating that is the way to maximize her damage. If you guys have different ideas, definitely let me know in the comments below. I am still a newbie at fighting with Angela, so it's quite possible that there's something I'm not getting, I don't know. I haven't seen anyone in any video do differently and get better results. So just let me know and enjoy the rest of this fight. Alright, so we're coming to the end of the fight and the video. If you liked the video, and I hope that you did, please consider smashing that like button. It'd be greatly appreciated. Hopefully you have a newfound respect for Angela, in case you didn't have one before. Perhaps you still don't like her. That's fine as well. Leave a comment below. Let me know whether you like Angela, whether you have her, whether you're hoping to get her. If you have any suggestions, as I mentioned earlier before, please feel free to leave a comment. If you have not subscribed to me on YouTube, please consider giving me a subscription. If you have Facebook or Twitter, you can like my page on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. The information is at the bottom of your screen. And you guys have a blessed day.